million
I'm
Germans
glad I'm
died.
old. I'm so glad I'm old and I'm going to die my way out of this shit. But I feel sorry for the young people, the world I'm leaving behind. I don't know what they're going to do.
Well, we old people, we have more experience and we have more knowledge. And I mean, our lives are done. I mean, we lived the good parts of it. So we should
Yeah.
be there to make the first sacrifice and take up the arms and instead of our young ones doing it. Because in all these dumb wars, we had the other way around. There were
Yeah.
17-year-old kids doing the war and they left behind the parents who were too old to make any more kids. And this is
Yeah.
not the natural way. The natural way is that the parents, they defend the little ones. So this is what we should do. We, the older
Well, that's what
people,
we're
we should.
trying to do. We're
Oh
trying to
yeah,
wake them up.
yeah.
But,
But we should take the first step and take up arms and go and visit the bastards and do something before it's too late. We shouldn't let the young ones do it and wait until they do it. I mean, I'm 58.
I think we fight up here.
So if there are any
I think
warriors
that's more
listening,
effective than weapons.
if there are any warriors listening, please team up with me. My email address is in my channels, and Jake will leave it here in the description probably. Please contact me, and we set up a good fight. Maybe do something because
Well, well,
I've done
you're definitely the
I've done
brains.
I've done a lot of videos. I gave you the information, but now it's the time to stand
We're
up.
going to post it too. Now we're going to end because you're tired and I'm tired. We've given people a whole bunch to think about, and we'll put it in the description of how to contact you. And again, thank you for giving me so much to think about, to read about, to research for myself. I worry about Americans that think they're woke, that aren't, you know.
Well, too bad, Roseanne. I'm just warming up. I can just talk
Oh,
for
you're
another
just
few
warming
hours.
up. Oh my God. Well, let's do it again when I have a mind because I'm tired. I woke up so early today, and
Well, you
yeah,
are tired. Well, we
you're.
started. It must be like 1 o'clock where you are, but for me, it's
Let's
like
see.
one
Yeah, it's
o'clock
one
in the
o'clock.
night here, or I'm in the middle
Yeah.
of the night here.
Well, do you want to do it again?
Yeah, sure, Roseanne. If I have a place, I mean, I was lucky now to have this, to be able to do it, and
Well, do you
the
want to
moment I,
tell me? Do you want to give advice to people? What? Tell me the best thing that could happen.
well, the best thing that could happen is that we all get this information around, that at least we know who the real enemy is. And with this, we can avoid that we kill each other in this divide and rule strategy of the enemy within. You know, like the black race against the white race, the Jews against the Nazis, or the Nazis against the Jews, and the Romans and the French against the English, and it won't never stop. And now the Muslims and all that. We must all team up, people. All the races, all the people, all the religions, or everybody team up. The Jews, the Germans, the Arabs, everybody team up and get rid of this horrible enemy within. And anybody who wants to fight each other afterwards, well, we can still do it afterwards, but we mustn't do it before. We must get rid of the enemy within before, and then we can hit each other again if anybody who likes that. But we must all team up against the enemy within for our children before it's too late.
Well, the enemy within that owns everything. Um, they do prey on children, don't they?
Oh, yes, they do, yeah.
And we're not supposed to know that, are we?
Yeah. Well, I visited the Mother of Darkness castle. It was quite dangerous, where Dutroux, this child kidnapper, many children disappearing, just like And there was another one who was, and he brought the children into a Belgian castle, Le Château des Amérois, the castle of Amérois, which is the Mother of Darkness castle. And I went there. It was very dangerous. I found in the middle of a huge forest in the Ardennes, I found electric cables in the forest around the castle, that would trigger an alarm. I was really wet. It had been raining the whole day. I had been walking for 8 hours to get there through the forest. And then I visited also another castle, Le Château de Sautou, the castle of Sautou, where another one of these guys called Fourniret, where they did rituals with children. And of course, all these guys, they're all Freemasons. This is what Freemasons do. And like the Jeffrey Epstein case. And this is all related with a thing called the embryonic cells or stem cells. And the stem cells, they were invented by an American or discovered in 1989. And right after 1989 or 1998, I don't remember. No, it was 1989. Right after that, all children started disappearing in Europe. Dutroux, Fourniret. Since this embryonic cells got discovered. And what do they do? And this is the Jeffrey Epstein, again another Stein. And there is also the castle of Epstein, which has nothing to do with any Jews or anything. It's all the aristocracy, the castle of Epstein. It all has to do with the youth elixir, because they found out through the embryonic cells that a fetus in the womb of 3 months old, at 3 months, it has the highest growth potential of the entire existence of a human life. 3 months has the highest growing rates of a cell, of a human cell. So what did they do? And this is why they say they accepted in law that you can do an abortion at 12 weeks. And 12 weeks is exactly 3 months, which is, so that gives them the possibility to harvest the embryonic cells from a woman. And this was happening with the Epstein and all these children disappearing. So a billionaire, who had been, he's an old guy, maybe 70, and he'd been drinking quite some bottles of wine. So maybe he got a liver cancer. So what do? They draw with an injection needle out of the fetus, the 3 months old youth elixir cells out of the fetus, and they re-inject that into their liver. And this really cures the liver cancer. But they also found out in a general way, if they inject these blood cells, 3 months old, into their system, it has a rejuvenating effect of about 30 years. And this is why Mr. Trump, I think he's 73 years old, he married that woman who could be his granddaughter, who's only 20 years younger. And he's acting like a young man, just like Berlusconi and like Hillary Clinton, because they all inject themselves this rejuvenating cells, and which gives also a really sexual stimulating effect. And this is how an old man like Mr. Trump can please a young girl who was 20 years old at the time. They all take it.
Well, you know that I like Trump, and I can't believe that you don't like Trump, but you don't.
Well, there are pictures you see him together with Mr. Epstein,
but he testified against Epstein. He's the only one who did, and
the lie is their biggest weapon,
I know, but I like Trump.
Oh, I like him too.
I know. I think he's the only one who fights against all this stuff.
I like him too. He's very charming. He's very witty, and he's got a great sense of humor. I really enjoy watching him. And this is the
Well, what about
danger.
all this
I
peace
mean,
he's making in the world? What do you
I
think of
mean, I
that?
mean,
You're
li-
not going to,
I mean, listen, Roseanne. I met
yeah,
many people in my life, and I met very unfriendly people, very not friendly at all, but they were good people. But I also met very friendly people, like in Switzerland, or very
yeah,
friendly saying, "Well, go and take a shower, please," like in
yeah.
Auschwitz. But they were very evil people. So it's very dangerous, to make a picture out of somebody by saying on a basis of if it's a nice person or not a nice person. It will lead you to the grave or to Auschwitz. This is what the Nazis did. They camouflaged it so good, like they even told the Jews that they could take their suitcases with them. They even let Jews write, postcards to their family members in Greece and Italy saying that,
Yeah.
it's good here. We are only working. We're going to survive. Nothing wrong.
Well, they
Just like
force them
Trump
to do that.
and all these actors, they're just acting. The lie is their first and biggest weapon. I mean, wake up, come on, wake up, wake up. The same thing they did in Auschwitz. Nice talking, and saying, "Oh, go
So
and take a shower."
you don't think that Trump is on to the trail of these people who traffic children and wants to stop it? Because
If
that's what a
Trump
lot
was
of
okay,
us think.
well, the first thing he should do is liberate Julian Assange, but he doesn't do that, does he
Well,
now,
I
eh?
agree with that. I agree with
And
that.